List of candidates constituency wise. Aldona is constituency number 10. Mahesh Satelkar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Glenn Ticklow. The Congress candidate is Carlos Ferreira. Pooja Mayankar is an independent candidate. Govind Govekar is the Shiv Sena candidate. And the TMC candidate is Kiran Kandolkar. Benaulim is constituency number 32. The AAP candidate is Wenzi Vegas. The BJP candidate is Damodar Bandodkar. Antonio Dias is the Congress candidate. Desmond Fernandes is the RGP candidate. Churchill Alemão is the TMC candidate. Bicholim is constituency number 3. The BJP candidate is Rajesh Patnikar. The Congress candidate is Meghasham Raut. Chandrakant Shetye is standing as an independent candidate. The Maharashtrawadi Gomantak Party candidate is Naresh Sawal. Anish Naik is the RG Party candidate. Kalangut is constituency number 8. The AAP candidate is Sudesh Mayankar. The BJP candidate is Joseph Sequeira. Michael Lobo is the Congress candidate. The Goitha Swabiman Party candidate is Roshan Matthias. Ricardo D'Souza is an independent candidate. Marcelino Gonçalves is the RGP candidate. And the All India Trinamool Congress candidate is Anthony Menezes. Kanakona is constituency number 40. The AAP candidate is Anup Kuttarkar. The BJP candidate is Ramesh Tawadkar. Janardan Bhandari is the Congress candidate. There are 3 independent candidates: Isidore Fernandes, Kanai Pagi, and Vijay Khote. The RGP candidate is Prashant Pagi, and the TMC candidate is Mahadev Desai. Kortalim is constituency number 27. Elena Saldana is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Narayan Naik. The Congress candidate is Olencio Simoes. There are 3 independent candidates: Antonio Vaz, Girish Pillai, and Vishal Naik. The RGP candidate is Teotonio Costa. Bhakti Khadapkar is the Shiv Sena candidate, and the TMC candidate is Gilbert Rodriguez. Kumbarjua is constituency number 15. Gorakhnath Kerkar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Janita Madkaikar. The Congress candidate is Rajesh Desai. The Goitha Swabiman Party is fielding Maria Varela as its candidate. Rohan Halmalkar is standing as an independent candidate. The RGP candidate is Chhagan Naik, and the TMC candidate is Samil Wolwaikar. Kunkolim is constituency number 34. The AAP candidate is Prashant Naik. The BJP candidate is Clafasio Dias. Yuri Alemão is the Congress candidate. There are 5 independent candidates: Derek Dice, Milagros Gonçalves, Raymond De Cruz, Santosh Fal Desai, Sudesh Bise. The RGP candidate is Wilson Cardozo. The All India Trinamool Congress Party candidate is Joseph Fernandes. Kurchorem is constituency number 37. The AAP candidate is Gabriel Fernandes. The BJP candidate is Nilesh Cabral. Amit Palekar is the Congress candidate. The MGP candidate is Abhijit Dessai. The RGP candidate is Aditya Desai. Kurtorim is constituency number 29. Domingo Gaonkar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Anthony Barbosa. The Congress candidate is Moreno Rebelo. The three independent candidates, Alexio Lorenzo, Concesa Dias, and Isidore Rodriguez. The RGP candidate is Rupert Pereira, and the TMC candidate is Anthony Pichotto. Dabolim is constituency number 26. Premanand Nanuskar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Marvin Godino. The Congress candidate is Captain Viriato Fernandez, and the TMC candidate is Mahesh Bandari. Fatorda is constituency number 30. Sandesh Telekar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Damodar Naik. The Goa Forward Party candidate is Vijay Sardesai. Michael Ferns is standing as an independent candidate. The RGP candidate is Valerie Fernandez, and the TMC candidate is Siola Vaz.
Mandrem is constituency number 1. The AAP candidate is Prasad Shahpurkar. The BJP candidate is Dayanand Sopte. Deepak Kalangutkar is the Goa Forward Party candidate. There are two independent candidates, Lakshmikant Parsekar and Satish Shetgaonkar. The MGP candidate is Jeet Arolkar and the RGP candidate is Sunaina Gowde. Maria DeCosta is the candidate from Sambhaji Brigade Party. The Shiv Sena candidate is Babli Naik. Constituency number 5 is Mapsa. Rahul Mamre is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Joshua D'Souza. The Congress candidate is Sudhir Kandolkar.
The two independent candidates are Neeta Khanvilkar and Sudesh Sotikar.
Rohan Salgaonkar has the RG party ticket. The Shiv Sena candidate is Jitesh Kamath and Tarak Arukar is the TMC candidate. Constituency number 23 is Marsem. Umesh Tendulkar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Sudesh Bingi. The Congress candidate is Lavu Mamledar. Santosh Tari is a candidate of the Goiso Swabhiman party. The candidate for Jai Mahabharat party is Harishchandra Naik. The MGP candidate is Ramkrishna Dhaulikar. The NCP party candidate is Ravindra Talawlikar. The Revolutionary Goan party candidate is Premanand Gowde.
Constituency number 31 is Margaon.
The AAP candidate is Lincoln Vaz. The BJP candidate is Manohar Asgaonkar. Digampar Kamath is the Congress candidate. Shashiraj Shirodkar is the RGP candidate. Mahesh Amunkar is the TMC candidate. Constituency number 16 is Maim. Rajesh Kalmutkar is the AAP candidate.
The BJP candidate is Premender Shet.
The Goa Forward candidate is Santosh Sawant. There are 4 independent candidates. They are Deepkumar Mapari, Milind Pilgaonkar, Rohan Savaikar, and Sheila Gatwal. The MGP candidate is Pravin Jatiye. The RGP candidate is Sri Krishna Parab. Constituency number 24 is Murmugaon. Parashuram Sonurlekar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Milind Naik. The Congress candidate is Sankalp Amunkar. There are 2 independent candidates, Anayatullah Khan and Nilesh Navelkar. The NCP candidate is Sheikh Akbar. The RGP candidate is Paresh Toraskar. The TMC candidate is Jayesh Shetgaonkar.
Constituency number 33 is Navilim.
The AAP candidate is Pratima Kutino. The BJP candidate is Ulhas Tuenkar. Avartano Furtado is the Congress candidate. There are 3 independent candidates: Antonio Alvarez, Divijit Chavan, Francisco Colasso. Mohammad Mujawar is the NCP candidate. Bento da Silva is the RGP candidate. Belenka Alemão is the TMC candidate. Constituency number 28 is Nuvem. Mariano Gudino is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Datta Borkar. The Congress candidate is Alexio Sequeira. Wilfred Dissa is an independent candidate. Francisco Pacheco is the NCP candidate. Arvind D'Costa is the RGP candidate. And the TMC candidate is Jose Cabral. Panji constituency number 11. The AAP candidate is Valmiki Naik.
The BJP candidate is Atanasio Monserrate.
Elvis Combs is the Congress candidate. There are 3 independent candidates: Devendra Sundaram, Utpal Parikar, Yashwant Madar. Rajesh Redkar is the RGP candidate. Constituency number 2 is Perne. The AAP candidate is Pundalik Dargakar. The BJP candidate is Pravin Arlekar. The Congress candidate is Jitendra Gaonkar. There are 3 independent candidates in this constituency. They are Gurudas Virnodkar, Kamlakar Gadkar, Vishnudas Kurgaonkar. The MGP party candidate is Rajan Kurgaonkar. Sanjay Mapsekar is the RG party candidate. The Shiv Sena candidate is Subhash Shirodkar. Constituency number 21 is Fonda. Suresh Tilve is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Ravi Naik. The Congress candidate is Rajesh Verenkar. There are 2 independent candidates, Naresh Padwalkar and Sandeep Khandeparkar. Ketan Bhatikar is the MG party candidate and the RGP candidate is Anish Tilve. Constituency number 18 is Porem. Vishwajit Rane is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Deviya Rane. The Congress candidate is Ranjit Rane. The Jai Mahabharat party is Jayeshwar Gowde. Samir Satarkar is the RGP candidate. The Shiv Sena candidate is Gurudas Gaonkar and the TMC candidate is Ganpat Gaonkar. Constituency number 9 is Porvorim. Ritesh Chodankar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Rohan Khaute. The Congress candidate is Vikas Prabhu Desai. The NCP candidate is Shankar Fadte and the TMC candidate is Sandeep Vajarkar. Constituency number 20 is Priyal. Nono Naik is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Govind Gowde. The Congress candidate is Dinesh Jalmi. There are 2 independent candidates, Dattaram Shetkar and Sandeep Nigale. Pandurang Dhawlikar is the MG party candidate. The NCP candidate is Digvijay Vedinkar and the RGP candidate is Vishwesh Naik. Number 36 is the KP constituency.
The AAP candidate is Raul Pereira.
The BJP candidate is Chandrakant Kavlekar. Alton D'Costa is the Congress candidate. The NCP candidate is Aloysius De Silva. The RGP candidate is Vishal Desai. Alexi Fernandez is the Shiv Sena candidate and Kanta Gowde is TMC candidate. Number 7 is Saligaon constituency. The AAP candidate is Mario Cordero. The BJP candidate is Jayesh Salgaonkar. Kedar Naik is the Congress candidate. Rupesh Naik is an independent candidate. The RGP candidate is Rohan Kalngutkar. The TMC candidate is Bholanath Sakalkar.
Constituency number 39 is Sange. The AAP candidate is Abhijit Dessai. The BJP candidate is Subhash Dessai. Prasad Gaonkar is the Congress candidate. The two independent candidates are Ramesh Velinkar and Savitri Kavlekar. The NCP candidate is Damasio Barreto. The RGP candidate is Sunil Gaonkar. Rakhi Naik is the TMC candidate. Constituency number 17 is Sanklim. Manoj Kumar Ghadi is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Pramod Sawant. The Congress candidate is Dharmesh Saglani. There are 5 independent candidates: Daud Khan Pathan, Lavu Petkar, Mahesh Parab, Sunil Satodkar and Sunil Fulari. The candidate for Jai Mahabharat Party is Navanath Mulvi. The MGP candidate is Mahadev Khandekar. The RGP candidate is Sujay Gauns. And the Shiv Sena candidate is Sagar Dargalkar. Constituency number 13 is Santa Cruz. Amit Palekar is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Antonio Fernandez. The Congress candidate is Rodolfo Fernandez. Ajay Kholkar is the RGP candidate. And the TMC candidate is Victor Gonsalves. Constituency number 38 is Sawadde. The AAP candidate is Anil Gaonkar. The BJP candidate is Ganesh Gaonkar. Khemalo Sawant is the Congress candidate. The two independent candidates are Deepak Pauskar and Gangaram Lambor. The MGP candidate is Vinayak Gaus. The RGP candidate is Vipin Naik. Constituency number 6 is Siolim. Vishnu Naik is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Dayanand Mandrekar. The Congress candidate is Delilah Lobo. There are 5 independent candidates: Anil Kerkar, Dattaram Pednekar, Pallavi Dabolkar, Patrick Almeida and Vinod Palyekar. Jagannath Gaonkar is the Jai Mahabharat Party candidate. Gauresh Mandrekar is the RGP candidate. Dinah Fernandez is the Sambhaji Party candidate. The Shiv Sena candidate is Karisma Fernandez. The TMC candidate is Liao Dias. Constituency number 22 is Shiroda. Mahadev Naik is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Subhash Shirodkar. The Congress candidate is Tukaram Borkar. Snehalo Gracious is standing as an independent candidate. The MGP candidate is Sanket Mule. The NCP candidate is Subhash Prabhu-Desai. The RGP candidate is Shailesh Naik. The Sambhaji Brigade Party has fielded Mukesh Naik as their candidate. Constituency number 14 is Sant Andre. Ram Rao Wagh is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Francisco Silveira. The Congress candidate is Antonio Fernandez. Rama Kankonkar is standing as an independent candidate. The NCP has Esteban D'Souza as its candidate. The RGP candidate is Viresh Porkar and the TMC candidate is Jagdish Bobe. Constituency number 12 is Taligaon. Cecil Rodriguez is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Jennifer Montserrat. The Congress candidate is Tony Rodriguez. There are 3 independent candidates: Dilip Gadi, Pundulik Raikar, and Shivanand Harijan. Shubhangi Sawant is the MGP candidate. The RGP candidate is Joseph Roncon. Constituency number 4 is Thevim. Uday Salkar is standing on the AAP ticket. The BJP candidate is Nilkanth Hallankar. The Congress candidate is Aman Lotlekar. Swapnesh Shellekar is the Goincho Swabhiman Party candidate. Godfrey de Lima is the NCP candidate. The RGP candidate is Tukaram Parab, and Kavita Kandolkar is the TMC candidate. Constituency number 19 is Valpoi. Satyavijay Naik is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Viswajit Rane. The Congress candidate is Manisha Usgaonkar. Rohidas Gaonkar is an independent candidate. The candidate for Jai Mahabharat Party is Sudesh Parab. The MGP candidate is Vishwesh Prabhu. The RGP candidate is Tukaram Parab. The Shiv Sena candidate is Devidas Gaonkar. Constituency number 25 is Vasco da Gama. Sunil Loran is the AAP candidate. The BJP candidate is Krishna Salkar. The Congress candidate is Carlos Almeida. Andrew Dicuna is an independent candidate. The candidate for Jai Mahabharat Party is Sandeep Shetty. The candidate for NGRF Party is Chandrasekhar Vast. The RGP candidate is Andrew Vegas. Maruti Shirgaonkar is the Shiv Sena candidate, and the TMC candidate is Saifullah Khan. Constituency number 35 is Velim. The AAP candidate is Cruz Silva. The BJP candidate is Savio Rodriguez. Savio de Silva is the Congress candidate. The NCP candidate is Philip Rodriguez. The RGP candidate is Dagle Fernandez. The All India Trinamool Congress Party candidate is Benjamin Silva.